Hey guys, Magnus here. I apologise for this video being quite late, but I've been a bit busy in the old personal life, so you'll have to excuse it. But today, of course, I'm going to be doing my quick sort of review on the brand new update that has dropped and tapped out. This, of course, being the Christmas 2020 event, also known as the tapped out Clash of Creeds Christmas Royale. It's a very lengthy title. Now, this update is pretty decent, I think, overall. We're going to get into it and kind of break down a few things. I definitely have my issues with it, for sure, but I can appreciate it on a sort of surface level basis. I can appreciate it a lot. I think it's definitely got good aspects on the surface. However, I don't think it's anything perfect. There have been a lot of people kind of, I think, overhyping this update. I mean, in my opinion, I can understand if someone like really loves this update. Someone who's like a big fan of the Joy of the Sect episode and the whole movementarian thing, I was really hoping for a little bit more, and I think maybe that's why I'm biased, because I've always wanted them to do some sort of movementarian event, and they've kind of done one with this, but they've not done enough in my opinion, and so we'll get into all of that. But overall, I do think the theme is very solid. I like the idea of kind of bringing in, obviously, different aspects of religious aspects. Obviously, you got Moses in there and the baby Jesus mixed in with the movementarians, and then also they've kind of got this Jewish sort of aspect to it too. We've obviously got Yahweh, and you have the sort of the rapping rabbis, and you got Krusty Claus as well. So they've got this kind of aspect to it too. Obviously, Moses as well as, of course, a Jewish prophet too. So yeah, I like the theme overall. It's really decent. I think it was very smart to do this. I've always thought that probably like a religious bend would work quite well, like a Bible themed update that could work quite well for Christmas. Yeah, I think overall it's pretty damn solid. So yeah, thumbs up for the theme for sure. So let's move on to the structure. We'll discuss that and my issues with it. So yeah, the structure. So, right off the bat, I will say, obviously, it's a multi-event, blah, 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 blah. It's 4 mini-events repeated 4 times. We've gone through this many updates. I'm getting tired of it, as always, but hey, I'm not going to fault this update for it because it's doing no different. What I will say, what they did really, really well, and I'm happy they did it, is they've added tokens to the prize track. Now, this is one thing I complained about with the Halloween update. I like the fact that they replaced it, so instead of getting 4 prizes and a token, you get 5 prizes. I like that, but I was like, well, I kind of wish they still had the token in there and they could just add it with the final prize, and they did that with the Christmas update now. So there's obviously 5 prizes, and then the final prize you get a token with the final prize, and that's a cool idea. I like the fact they did that, so big thumbs up for that. However, the structure is still completely off. I don't know why they're doing this. It's kind of annoying me, but the structure is just really weird, especially with like Act 1. So with this Act 1, the Space Cadet, you get the movementarian truck, then the Mall Santa Wish Center, then you get Krusty Claus, who is the character for this act, then you get the building, and then you get like the worst thing out of the prize track, which is the movementarian recruiters. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of the structure. I think it's a bit broken. Looking ahead for Act 2 and Act 3, it's not much better. Act 4 as well. I mean, you're getting a building maybe as the final prize, but still, it's a little broken in my opinion. I wish they would just have the character or the costume be the final prize personally, but that's just me. Yeah, so it's broken again. Anyway, moving on. We shall talk about the new daily challenges. Yeah, so there's this new aspect. It's called the Santa's Wonderland Daily Challenges. I like this. Now, this is added on top. This is a separate a separate mystery box to the tokens. So basically, if you've got some daily challenges at the minute, just complete a regular daily challenge, and then it should activate the Santa Wonderland daily challenges. Now, basically, what these are is you do some tasks, some daily, normal daily challenges. You complete them, and then what it will do is eventually you get some sort of token, these like tickets, I guess. And then when you've got enough tickets, you can buy a box, and then in the box you can get some some old content from previous updates. I really like this a lot. I like the fact they've added this on top of the normal mystery boxes. it just makes the event feel way better. And I think that this aspect to me is definitely a massive thumbs up. So this is what I mean when I'm kind of saying this update's like, there's definitely really good aspects, but it's like, it feels like it's reaching for that milestone, you know, that they're like that. This is the best event, kind of, or this is an amazing event. It's like it's reaching for it, but it's not quite grabbing it. But the effort is there, so I can kind of appreciate it. But yeah, let's move on to the characters. So characters, honestly, I think there's good stuff here for sure. There's definitely some solid characters. I like the fact that the leader is kind of running the event, or at least in Act 1 anyway, he was sort of running the event. However, why is he premium? They did the same thing with Old Scratch, and it's really annoying. But yeah, whatever, we'll see. Also, this is a big thing for me. Where the hell are Jane and Glenn? Okay, Jane and Glenn, they were the recruiters. They are bigger characters than the leader. Arguably, they are bigger characters than the leader because they were more present than the leader. You got to think, like, the leader only appeared in like that one in the Joy of the Second episode. He appeared right at the end. Apart from that, he appeared in like a picture, obviously a few pictures, and then that was it. So technically, Jane and Glenn are bigger characters. So where are Jane and Glenn? And what really annoys me is they're using like some random NPC movementarian in the quest line for the leader's quest line. Like, who the hell is that guy? I don't know who that guy is. And if you look at the movementarian recruiters, they're all exclusive because those guys definitely never appeared in the episode. It was just Glenn and Jane. And luckily though, Glenn and Jane aren't in that crowd. If you look at that crowd, they're not there. So maybe they're adding Jane and Glenn later on, but it's just really weird that they're not here. I just don't understand. They could have just added them as a 2-in-1 character as the final prize. I don't know why they tried to tie in that Krusty Claus thing. It didn't feel right to me. I don't know, that's just me. It was so. I wish they focused the questline more around the movementarians, like really strictly. And then instead of getting Krusty Claus, we got Jane and Glenn as maybe like a 2-in-1 character. But yeah, I'm really annoyed that they haven't added Jane and Glenn. I'll be honest. Yeah, the Krusty Claus, like I said, I honestly think Krusty Claus is I'm not a massive fan of it. The leader is pretty awesome, obviously. Moses, he's coming later, but I think he'll be pretty cool. Yahweh, now this is a very good character. So Yahweh has a special task. We're not going to be able to get him yet, but later on you're going to be able to get him. He's going to be 250 donuts, I believe. Let me just double check. He's not going to be too much though, and you might think that's a bit steep, but I will argue it's totally worth it. I think the character, maybe if it was a little bit cheaper, yeah, 250 donuts. So you get him with the Jewish Walk of Fame, so you get a building character combo. It's 100 more donuts than usual, but there is an added bonus with that Yahweh has a 24-hour task that will allow him to earn 7 donuts. Now, I think this is awesome. Personally, this is the type of thing we've been looking for. I think this puts Yahweh above God for sure as a better character. I think, honestly, maybe even best character of the year, Yahweh. Just for that special task alone, it's hard like not to fault it, right? Because yeah, you can argue, well, it's only 7 donuts, so it's going to take you a while to earn 250 donuts back. True, but normal character building combos are 150, so it's only 150 more. Sorry, it's only 100 more donuts than the average building character combo, and you're going to be able to earn that 100 donuts back fairly soon. It's not going to take you too long. It's going to take you what? I don't know the exact thing, but it's not going to be like substantially terrible. Like you're going to be able to earn those donuts back fairly easily. Those 100 donuts, and then you can even earn back that. And then on top of that, eventually you can start making profits. So yeah, I know it's nothing amazing, like it's nothing like groundbreaking where it's like, oh my god, you can afford anything now. No, obviously not, but they're not going to make that because they still want to make money. But I think the fact that they've added this is quite positive, and I will give full congratulations to it. And the fact they didn't make it super premium as well is amazing. The fact that there is no super premium characters in this update, I'm actually really surprised. I sort of knew what was coming, and I was expecting them to add something as super premium, but they didn't, and I think that was amazing. the fact they haven't done that. Anyway, apart from that, the rest is pretty meh. The rest of the characters, I mean, we'll have to see. Maybe some of them will blow me away. We'll have to see. But yeah, overall, pretty good in terms of characters. Now let's move on to the building and decoration showcase. So here you can see these are the things that I've unlocked so far. This is everything you can unlock so far, at least. So there, the sort of bottom left, you can see the Movementarian truck. I really like this one. I think it looks cool as hell. Then you got the Movementarian recruiters. Not a fan of that. You got the Xmas wish place thingy, the Santa workshop place wish thing, whatever the hell it was called. Not too big of a fan of that. You got the Springfield Townie, the whatever it's called, Townie Center of Springfield, Glen, is it? I like that one a lot. I think it's very cool. I believe there isn't like the Banana Republic technically a part of that. There's a few buildings I swear we've got that are technically a part of that sort of district, if you will, that sort of shopping district. But nevertheless, it's cool that we got it. And then you've finally got the Movementarian compound. I like this one a lot. I'll go into more detail in my premium gameplay video, of course. But yeah, it's not too bad. So yeah, overall, buildings and decorations are a bit of a mixed bag. There's definitely some bad ones there, but there's some decent items here for sure. So overall, what do I think about this update? It's tricky. I think I would definitely say it's good. It's good. It's better than bad, right? Like, for sure. It's definitely a good update. The main aspects where I'm sort of like leaning onto bad for, there's sort of my biggest problems with this update. Number one is the structure. That's like the biggest thing. I just think that this structure is really broken. The ways they've done it in the past has worked, and I feel kind of like remissive of this because like I don't know whether or not to say, well, maybe it's time for a change. Maybe we should switch up the structure a little bit. But I think it's the familiarity of it. We've always had the characters the final prize, so it doesn't feel right to not have the characters the final prize. But yeah, I personally just prefer it the old way. So maybe that's me. Maybe I'm being a bore. But yeah, I'm not a massive fan of that. So I think this update kind of fails a little bit on that structure part. I just wish they wouldn't do that. Second of all is, of course, my Glenn and Jane. I'm mad that Glenn and Jane haven't been added. I know it feels like a nitpick, right? But like, I just don't understand why they didn't add them and why they added Krusty Claus instead. Because they could have fitted in quite nicely as like the act prize. Number 3, my issue with this update would probably be, actually, to be fair, I think those two are the only big things. Everything else is like minor. Yeah, I do think those are kind of major, but I don't know. It's tricky. There's something about this update. I can't quite put my finger on it, but there's something I feel is missing. I'm not sure. Someone could probably tell me why I'm feeling this way in the comments. I don't know. Sometimes you guys come up with good solutions, but I don't know. I'm just not. The update. It feels there's something missing. I can't put my finger on it, but yeah. Overall, it's definitely good. It's a good update for sure, but it's just not perfect. I just wish they fixed the structure. If they fixed the structure, I probably would be a lot more positive about this update. But yeah, overall, it's definitely a good update. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. The premium gameplay should be out soon enough. Maybe probably tomorrow. Like I said, I haven't really got proper internet. I've got this like really terrible internet at the moment. So maybe I might get the premium gameplay out. I'll try to get it out as quick as possible, but might be a bit late. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching as always. I shall see you in the next one. Goodbye.